Hey guys, welcome back to Savage Builds. So, as you can see today, this is what we are going to be making. First off, let me thank Rokr for sending this to me. I really appreciate it, and I've been wanting to make this for a long time, so I'm happy to finally make it. This is the Rokr Luminous Globe. It retails for $59.99, $59.99. It has a total of 180 pieces. The assembly time that they say on the website is around 4 to 8 hours. And then it's a 4 out of 5 star difficulty. It comes with some more features such as a 25mm mobile orbital magnifier for global map observation, a surround mechanical structure 360-degree rotation display, so you can rotate it 360 degrees, and you can also use that mobile orbital magnifier wherever you want, to find wherever you want on the map. And then it has a latitude number, and then it also comes with a micro USB interface, and I'm assuming that's for the light that's inside, and it also comes with the micro USB cord. This one actually on the front says this is a nightlight product, and the map serves as a decoration. So this is a nice, cool nightlight, which is actually pretty cool, because if this is just a nightlight, they outdid themselves with a lot of the features they have. So like I was saying, we have the 25mm mobile orbital magnifier right here. On the back it also shows the lampshade with map, latitude numbers right all along the side right here, a time zone schematic module, and then we have a USB interface / power switch over here. And then it says what input it is, and then a mechanical gear transmission, which is for obviously moving some part of this map. And like it says on the back, the difficulty level is 4 to 5 stars, and it's 180 pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. We'll see what's inside, and then we'll start building. Okay guys, so I finally got this open. Go ahead and open this box and see what's inside. It's been a long time since I've built one of Rokr's builds, and I really do enjoy building them. And I think this is part of their Robotime series, but I might be wrong. Actually, no, if it was Robotime, I think it would say Robotime somewhere on this box. So this might just be purely Rokr. Another thing I forgot to add was it costs $60, but in the description below, I have a discount for 15% discount code, Lucky7, I believe that's what it is, and you'll see it down below in the description. And I'll also have the link to this on their actual website and on Amazon for you to search if you're interested in this. So what we just have all the templates right here, everything we need to build it. Always comes with sandpaper because you might need it, and then not sure what these are, but there's something for the build. We come with our instructions, and is this the list as well? Yes, the list of everything it comes with. So instructions and the list with what it comes with, and there's 2 different alternative plan when maps P6 and P7 are difficult to assemble. Okay, so I guess if there is difficulty assembling map P6 and P7, which you don't know what that is, neither do I, they have a separate instruction for solving that problem, which is pretty cool. This is, let's see, does it have, so they do have a scan for assembly videos. I'm pretty sure that's what was on the front too. I don't know if you can see this that clearly, but scan this for assembly videos. They have that QR code on both sides, and I'm assuming it's not just for that simple step. So what I'm gonna do, I don't think it's really necessary to open this up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to build this, and then I will see you guys after. Alright guys, so as you can see, I finished the Rokr Luminous Globe. So currently I have it turned on, plugged in. I have it plugged into this cheaper portable charger, so as you can see, it keeps turning on and off. It's not as powerful as it would be if you had it plugged into an outlet, but I just have it like this so you guys can see. I will plug it into an outlet later in the video for you guys to see where it's not blinking and everything. But this took me around 3.5 to 4 hours to make. If you noticed in the time lapse, I did go back. I don't even probably didn't notice, but I took some things apart to fix it. So there are a lot of things I personally messed up on, which wasn't because of the instructions, it's just because I wasn't paying attention, which I'm going to go over with you guys, so you know not to do that. But yeah, so just it finished and everything. I think it looks really good. It wasn't really that difficult to put together. It was just you have to pay attention. So if you weren't paying attention, and there were some things that were a little more tedious, like putting these on took a long time. It wasn't that hard, and there are, so each in the instructions, each barcode that you scan is for that specific step. So it sends you a video of that specific step and it tells you what to do. So I used a few barcodes actually to help me out on how to put these on, especially with these numbers right here. I think they have something to do with time zone, and I wasn't sure where to put them on, but there's a video that tells you exactly where to put them. So that's awesome. But yeah, so the features, it's just, pretty much it lighting up, and then when you're making it, it's cool, you can spin it all around with your hand. But when it's all finished, you have two different knobs. You have this knob right here, which controls the magnifier for global map observation, the orbital magnifier. So this right here can go up and down, so it can show you the whole entire map if you want to see it. And then this other knob right here on the side, you spin it either way you want, and then you'll be able to find whichever place you want. And I'll show you guys what it looks like clearly through the eye later. But yeah, and the key to making it smooth is you have to look at the directions. It tells you when to sand, and it tells you when to put wax on. So just always make sure that you're waxing and sanding your stuff. But yeah, so I want to get into these instructions and show you guys what not to do, like what I did, and then we can get more into this itself. Alright, first, don't mind anything on the outside. That's just to help me know where you can see in the camera. But I was very dumb. Let me flip it around so you guys can see better. I was very dumb building this because there was a lot of things I messed up on. So the first part was this step right here. This one right here. So these 4 are specific. You need to have them in specific ways. And these aren't the easiest to put on. It's not very difficult, but it's a little tedious to put on. So make sure that this part right here you have facing down. Make sure you're doing this correctly, because if not, it's not going to work and you're going to need to do it all over again. And I don't think these ones matter that much though. And always make sure right here you're always doing the test. Always make sure you do the test so you know that your stuff works. Okay guys, so the next part would be here when you're putting these rings on. There is a specific way to put this on right here. So it doesn't show it in this picture. All it shows is these 2 divots right here. I don't know if you can see that, but you're supposed to match these 2 divots up with this part of this piece. Another thing on this piece, I believe, if it's not this piece, it's another piece that looks just like it. No, it is this piece. Is you see how there's only 3? It's because this is where the magnifier is going to go. So on this piece right here, there is an arrow. You want to make sure, which I don't know why it doesn't show it on this side, but you want to make sure the arrow is placed in the correct way. So what I would do is I would look on the box, and I would see where on the picture on the box the arrow is pointed and put that there. I believe the arrow, which would be right here, the arrow should be somewhere around here. And so that is so that you can have it lined up for the magnifier to be right on here, and make it in the right place. And on the other side, it's again right between, or a little bit to this side of the 30, in between the 30 and the 45. So just make sure you do that, because if you don't, like that's what I did. I didn't do that correctly. I had to go all the way back once I was already finished and take it all apart. And another thing I missed was this right here. I wasn't paying attention and I forgot to put this top piece on. I only put this bottom piece on. And like I said, right here you can see it shows it on here. So it's not this piece. Okay, so it's not the piece with the I don't know what you want to call them, but it's not this bottom piece. This top piece right here, you can't really see it, but there is a triangle on it. You want to make sure to line that up. And if you don't line it up, then you're screwed. And you also want to make sure that this piece right here is lined up correctly as well, because if not, the magnifier won't go up and down in the right places you want it to. So that's all really the tips I could have for you, and just make sure you wax and make sure you follow what it tells you to do. So it's polish, burrs, and wax the whole part. So make sure you do that so everything runs smoothly and the product works as it's supposed to. So let's go back to the globe itself. Okay, so hopefully that all helped you out right there, and if you still have questions or need to visually see what I was talking about, go ahead and scan those QR codes in those instructions, and it'll show you straight from the manufacturer how to put it together. But let's get back to the model. It looks really good. I really like how from the top view of this model, when you're spinning the globe around, you can see on the inside, and all around it, you can see the gears moving. I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. I really like the latitude numbers, how detailed that is, even though I myself wouldn't really know how to correlate, not correlate, but know what that exactly means there. It's been a minute since I've learned about latitude and longitude and all that stuff. And also, another thing, on the actual base of the stand, the base of the globe, it has numbers 0 to 70, so 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 on both sides. So if any of you guys would like to tell me what that means, that would be great, because I personally have no idea. I have no idea what it means. But it looks cool, and the design on top also looks really nice. Also at the port, we have the port, and then we have the switch tells you where on and off is, and then it also tells you the voltage it takes right at the bottom, or something to do with electricity. Yeah, so let's get into the main feature of this. I would think is the main feature is the magnifier. So like I said, all you have to do is move this small knob up and down, and you can get to see exactly where you want to go. So let's say I want to look at, let's say I want to go to Mexico. So all you do is you move the smaller one like this, and then, you move the big one to Mexico, and then you just move the smaller one up, and you look in there, maybe close an eye, and you have Mexico right there. Maybe you want to go to the United States, which is right above it. Just scroll up a little bit, and there you have it, the United States of America. So it's actually really cool, and then with it turned on, it probably looks a lot cooler. So let me actually dim the lights, plug this into an outlet, and show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, so as you can see, sorry about the background, but as you can see, it's actually pretty bright when there's very little to no light. So this would actually make a great night light, maybe if you want this for in your room at your desk, for if you want to make it and then give it to your kid so they have a lighting globe. It looks really nice, and it lights up very well. I can dim it down a little more so you guys can see how well and how brightly it lights up. So I'm just going to keep dimming it, and it's okay, and that's lights are off, and yeah, that's pretty bright. I wouldn't say it's lighting up the whole room a lot, but I mean, it's like a floodlight. So I'd say that's pretty cool. Alright guys, so that's about it with the Rokr Luminous Globe. This was a great build. It was fun. It was around 4 hours, so it definitely took some time to make. It was challenging in a sense that if you don't pay attention like me, you'll have to go back and do everything all over again. And it was also a little tedious with some things. It wasn't hard, it just took a while to do. With, you know, especially with putting the globe part on. But yeah, it's really cool. I honestly really want to get this other globe now. And then I also saw this, the monocular telescope, and this looks really cool. I've seen this already. It was in my cart on Amazon. It's an actual telescope that actually works. So I'm also going to be looking for that, and hopefully I'll get it. I also want to say sorry if my video, the quality of the videos is a little weird right now. I'm trying to figure out how to add more B-roll so that you guys can see closer and more of what it is that I'm talking about, so that you guys get more of an idea of whether you want the product or not. And you know, everything you guys would think about it before you buy the product. So yeah, so this was the Rokr Luminous Globe. It's $59.99, and I will have the link to this for the Rokr on their website, on their personal website, and on their Amazon. I'll have the link to their Amazon store, this on that as well. And if you don't want to pay full price for it, go ahead and put in Lucky7 in the promo codes, and that's my discount. So you'll get a 15% off discount, and it will be for the Rokr store, and it's also in the description below. So just go down there, copy Lucky7, and you will get a 15% off discount for this product. And I believe it's not only for this product, it should be for other products you buy as well. It may only be for this product though, but I don't think it is. I also want to thank Rokr for sending me this. This was a great build. I really enjoyed making it, and I would love it if you guys could send me some more stuff. You know, just the more I build, the more experience I get with videos and everything goes better. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please go ahead and leave a subscribe. That would be very helpful. Give me a thumbs up, and you know, if you want, leave a comment. I always welcome those. Request what you want me to build or any questions you have. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.